Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to another video, and this video is going to be yet another review video of Bad Religion's latest album, Age of Unreason. Now, this album was actually never supposed to come out, really, because the members of Bad Religion had talked a bit after True North happened, and they basically came to a conclusion that it might be their final record, but here they are 5 years later, or should I say 7 years later now, because it's now 2021. But this album came out in 2019, but 5 years later anyway, they released another album due to the things changing in society and in the United States and everything, and then basically letting off a bit of steam because of the whole situation and making an album that might enlighten a few people, or, you know, make an album that could relate to people during this whole time. And I must say they did a fairly good job at it. It's not their greatest album by any means, right off the bat, I'll say that. There's definitely other albums I enjoy by them, like Suffer and Against the Grain, and a few others that I really enjoy, especially they're from the 90s and stuff like that. But this album was definitely a fairly decent album in my opinion, though. They had many great songs on it for sure, like Lose Your Head. Canada is another one of my favorite ones. It's got the acoustic guitar at the beginning and the melody that fits really well in with it, and then of course goes into the electric guitars and power chords and all of that, which is actually the only one to really feature that in this album, so that makes it a little more unique actually. And Lose Your Head has a very good chorus and everything. There's very relatable lyrics in it to modern times for sure, and it's basically a song that says don't lose yourself in these times, like many people have, and I have seen many people lose their head during these times because of, you know, mass hysteria BS and everything, and I feel like that song really resonates with me because I've seen that so much over the past, should I say, probably 6 years, probably more than that to be honest. But yeah, this song really relates to me on that level, and being able to keep myself together, unlike a lot of other people who buy into this whole mass hysteria thing, whether it be, you know, in the media or society or, you know, conspiracy theories, what have you. But yeah, this album, many great songs, and I actually got the deluxe edition too with the Profane Rights of Man, which is another great song, by the way. Of course, there are definitely a few filler songs in this album, like near the middle section, I'd say, or, you know, actually after Candidate, kind of. But at the end, they definitely have some songs that really take the album back, though, and make a decent ending for sure, like Big Black Dog and What Tomorrow Brings. But as for a review for this album, as of out of 10, I'd give this song a 7 out of 10. Definitely a decent album for sure, definitely worth a listen. They were going for a more lyrically in this album for sure than anything else, you can tell, but they definitely had some good guitar solos in it here and there for sure too, but I can tell they were going for something really more lyrical with this album than instrumentation wise, which they did a pretty good job with that, honestly. Of course, you know, there's a few filler songs in this album, kind of, but still this album does hold up as to being a decent album for me though, so I'd give it a 7 out of 10. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on this album. Let me know what your guys' review is of this album in the comments below. And I will catch you guys later. Peace.